Hello, beautiful people around the world, and further than that, I don't know. Welcome to another broadcast. I don't know what to call these things. Conscious evolution. Today, I don't know what to talk about. So, I guess I should just start talking. Oh, I will tell you a good thing to come out of this. I think it was because of these videos, is that the place that we arrived to last night or yesterday, we got there and started setting up and everything, and we were right next to neighbors that were sitting outside, and like I was setting up everything, water, sewer, electric, and in my mind I was like worried about breaking their peace because they're sitting outside right there, right next to me as I'm setting up, and like I'm hooking up sewer and stuff, which isn't very pleasant. And that's what's going through my mind. And they didn't really say much. They just said hello, and I said hello. So then, like in my mind, I just assume like they gave off no reason for this, but in my mind I assume that they're annoyed at me because I'm setting up right next to them. And anyways, this is kind of I'm going off tangent. So later on in the day, I go outside of our RV and I see this cat, and I like kneel down and go to like try and make the cat come to me because I like cats. And the lady saw me do that from over where she was, and she's like, "Oh, you want to come over and meet the cats?" And in my mind I'm like, sure. But like me with strangers, I don't engage, and if like a conversation starts, I immediately find a way out of it as fast as I can. Like for some reason I just do not like opening up to people. And so usually the conversations are just like with strangers are very shallow, just hi, how are you? Good, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. And then I cut it off as soon as possible and go about my way. But in this instance, I went over and I started talking to her, and I opened up. And we talked for like a good 15 minutes, maybe even more, maybe like half an hour. And I know if you're like an extrovert, you might be thinking, yeah, so what? But for me, that's like, that never, ever happens. I think I put off the energy of barriers and walls, and I don't want to talk to people, which usually that is the case. But last night I opened up to a stranger, and we had a really nice conversation about our travels, and it was beautiful. She was so nice. And so she's there, and her husband, I assume her husband, is sitting like 5 feet away, but he's not paying attention to us because he's on the phone. And as I'm talking to her, my mind, I can't just be there and be in the moment like talking to her. My mind has to come up with these stupid things. So my mind starts thinking, oh, I have to get out of this conversation and go away before the husband gets off the phone, and then he comes and starts talking. My mind is crazy. So anyways, I'm still talking to her for like, keep talking to her, and I don't find a way out of the conversation. And then I overhear him on the phone, like, finishing the call, like, yeah, it was good talking to you too. Talk to you soon. And I'm like, oh, he's gonna come over and start talking. And that's exactly what he did. He came over and introduced himself. And just me in my head, before, like, as he's coming over, it's like, oh my God, another stranger. And now I'm gonna be talking to two people, and it's just me and two strangers. This is all going on in my head, but I'm still talking to her. And he comes over, and he is so nice, and he starts talking to me, to us, and I don't know what it is about me. I just, like, close off to the world. I mean, not in this instance last night. I relaxed and I talked to strangers, and it was so nice. And then after we were done talking, it was just, I was so happy. Like, that was just, it's so simple, so stupid, but it's a beautiful experience to connect with a stranger. So yeah, I think this is helping me. I think it is. I have to not be so closed off to the world. I have to let my barriers down. But also, there is this little quirk about this whole journey that I've undertaken. A negative thing, I would say, I'm annoyed by it because throughout the day, as things happen, and I think, oh, that would be something I could talk about in my video, my mind, it doesn't just stop there. Like, yeah, that would be fine if I just did a mental note and then I came to the video later and talked about it. But no, my mind starts rehearsing, and it does not stop. It starts rehearsing and goes in cycles about what I could say. And that's not what I want this to be. I don't want to be rehearsing and, like, coming and presenting my stories. This is about me learning to just let the words flow out of me, not practicing and rehearsing. So yeah, that's a negative thing about this, I would say, but there's probably ways to fix that, like meditating more. Yeah. It's like, how much of our mind do we really control? None of it, some of it, all of it, definitely not all of it. The thoughts coming into your head, are they really yours? Like, I didn't choose for my mind to just start rehearsing, and it constantly does it throughout the day. And I can't just be like, hey mind, stop that. I can say in my mind, hey mind, stop that, but it'll go straight back to rehearsing. It's like, how much control do we really have over the mind? I think through meditation, calming the mind, focusing, directing your focus is how we can gain more control. But there's not really, I don't think there's like control over the mind. It's more like directing the sail of a boat. You see a storm over there. Oh crap. You steer the boat this way. You change your focus. I think that's a good place to end. I'll leave it at that. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned a thing or two. I know I did.